Okay. So let us continue from our discussion last time. So just a recap, we already started with the MIS or with the MIS in the tourism industry. Um, we already established yesterday that there are several technological advancements to promoting the different sectors in tourism online. In the attraction sector, we usually make use of websites or even YouTube, no? Pwede man na, virtual tours. So, usually muna television advertising, you go through video streaming platforms like YouTube or TikTok to actually the trend nowadays is that you other attractions would get kind of more famous nga TikTok or vlogger and then syempre ipa-vlog no? Or for promotion for marketing purposes no and post for different social media nga mga platforms mas haba mo kay so mo na siya for attraction sector for accommodation sector katong gi-mention sa mga previous pa na to nga reporting sa even sa report nila ni Angel no so you have also websites no third party websites ang ganin ni siya no this is not really part of the property at all but this is a third party website where you can book hotel rooms compare its prices or room rates and then even check for other pa jud nga reservations like for restaurants ba no so ang karon na gani no naanay mga restaurant bookings in websites like Trivago or booking.com si Trivago majority na hotels man jud pero like booking.com they have car rentals they have restaurants and then the transport sector and then you also have like websites po nila like sa PAL or sa Cebu Pacific wherein you can book your flights online na you don't have to go through you don't have to go to the actual na jud nga site for you to buy tickets or for example go to the on-site jud nga travel agency for you to secure your tickets or plane tickets or seats no so you already have websites that can also help you just like sa hotels no that can help you through online booking. And then we also made mention about innovative technologies. I think we stopped at the personalized software profiling and computer reservation system, which we discussed yesterday. So to continue, we also made mention, di ba? Sa computer reservation systems, also made mention of collaborative filtering or automatic prediction. This is quite common like what I've said yesterday this is really quite common with social media with online advertising even gani in YouTube like what I've said no like algorithm like one time I was watching a video yesterday and then naaning pop up sa obos nga for example I watched this certain YouTuber mo lantaw abi ko ani ni PewDiePie for example so what viewers or subscribers of PewDiePie also watch this kanang rag sila mo suggest or for example mo watch abi ko og TED Eds no TED Ed video so TED Ed so subscribers or watchers of or followers of TED Ed also watch this so gi-recommend ang crash course no crash course philosophy crash course geography crash course history mas kung sa klase nga crash course because I watched an educational video from TED Ed which is most of the people who also like watching TED Ed likes watching crash course and that is an example of collaborative filtering or automatic prediction through algorithm so that is also one of the examples at what we see online like I also made charge up padel. So I also made mention of that if you can remember yesterday like sa Shopee no so yesterday no kanang for example maglantaw-lantaw ka sa Shopee and then ang imong mga usual ginalantaw dito kay mana makeup or sinina or koan or shoes and then just like yesterday lang no or previous days ago naglantaw ko og koan kanang mga possible nga kung isinina for our national congress no nya mga dresses nga more Korean style or mga hair extensions and then pag agto na ko og Facebook agto na ko og Instagram mo na po ipang flood nila ipagawas nila nga kuan even in TikTok, no, that is an example of automatic prediction. It is the process of filtering for information or patterns using techniques. And um, believe it or not, no, businesses often buy personal information na to so that they can know what kind of product that we usually buy, and then mo na ilahang ko ano, ilan i-power post dayon sa social media for you to actually be encouraged to buy that. So, gone were the days of traditional advertising wherein bombarded tatanan with advertisements, with, although, until karon nag-exist man Japan na siya, no? Pero what I mean is, like bombarded ta with advertisements and traditional like flyers or billboards. Now, we have algorithms, no, and then AI or artificial intelligence that listen or see patterns in what we search. Like in our search engine, they notice mo ni mga kalabanan nga gina-search nato online, and then once they know that, mo po na ilahang ibutang nga content para the more pa jud ta nga ma-encourage to buy that. More ka nang gina-mind condition ta ba because we see it everywhere na. We just look for this certain thing. Anya, for example, nangita na ka og shoes, kani nga specific kind of design. Masking asa na ka mo agto nga social media platform or even in YouTube, like tinuod yun even in YouTube na mo gawas nga mga ads anak. So, it is AI or algorithm, no? They identify patterns and then ilan ang ipagawas tanan. So, ikaw, mukha po ka nga, ala, oy, miski asa ko makita mo, kita na ko advertisement ani mo to, ma-encourage na noon ka to buy. Okay? So, way before algorithms in YouTube, Shopee, Lazada, and in Facebook and Instagram, or in TikTok, diba? TikTok used to be a online video streaming platform. Now it has like yellow cart, no? Na pwede nakakasell, diba? So, and then nanabugan ng algorithms kayo, mga for you, diba ka ng mga FYPs ninyo sa TikTok nga, usual ninyo nga gina-search, mo po usually ginapagawas because that's how algorithm works. So, before that, you have websites like Amazon, Barnes and Noble and Sky Mall who does that, no, before pa jud nga mas ning daghan na karon. Pero before ana si Amazon ana, before si Barnes and Noble ana ang gahimo, they make use of algorithms, no, consumer patterns, and that is very vital, di ba? I already taught you that sa marketing nga. In marketing, you have to really identify your consumers' wants and needs for you to know, for you to design what kind of product that you should sell. It's not about you as a seller or as a supplier, but it's more on your consumer. So if you know your consumer very well, then the way you sell things will be successful. So, let's proceed to the functions of MIS in tourism. We have already established the functions of MIS in business, but specifically, how does it function in our industry, especially in tourism? So, MIS, or Management Information System, helps in the decision support system for sustainable tourism. Environmental and other socioeconomic data can be incorporated and to develop a capacity for calculating the environmental and socioeconomic impacts of tourism environment. So in this case, it's more of like bigger or broader pa ang iyahang na cover, no, kay usually this is not new anymore. There are systems. I think I mentioned this one time when I was also invited as a speaker sa CTU. We talked about innovations in the tourism and hospitality industry during the pandemic. We really capitalized and made use of technology. We made use of technology, AI, robots, no, or robotics in our day-to-day operations in the hotel so that it can minimize person-to-person contact, no? Kaya syempre, avoid magpunta og mga contamination, mga kuanta, sibako lang, no, matakdan. So they make use of technology, contactless transactions, and then bigger hotels who can afford that has their own system for identifying, calculating kanang mga negative impacts before it will happen. So kani sa more siya on ecotourism, environmental siya nga part, pero naay part ito nga like there are hotels in the US where they have this system. Actually, dili pa siya beta testing pa siya. May beta testing at akong ingon gahapon, it is not yet like final pa. Murag undergo pa siya beta testing kanang ato pang sulayan og pila ka months if wala ba siya mga errors, wala ba yung mga crashes or bugs before na to siya full blast should use for day-to-day operations. Now, that's how you do beta testing in a simpler explanation. So, in MIS, na may uban mga systems po nga they can detect potential damages and harmful impacts before it will happen. And that can help managers to decide what to do nga, hala, na ay potential nga ma-damage ni siya, or for example, if you use too much energy or electricity in this part, this will provide damage, mga ana. So they can help decide or make decisions on how to prevent that because the system already analyzes. Murag advance po kayo no, mura po siya straight off from Iron Man nga tech, no? Pero anyway, maging nga kind of idea or concept nga wherein they can really analyze simple as energy usage or water usage or mga in order to prevent future damages or future nga harmful impacts. And then naapod ganito usa katong na-encounter nako sa usa ka article nga wherein not just they used robotics, no, karon ginhimo naman na karon, di ba, like sa Japan dugay naman jud kanang they make use of sana kanang contactless kay wala may waiter, sila ra may mo order sana kanang convertible belts mo na tawag no, kanang ihatod ra imong food sa imuha. And then naay sa Korea katong mga kitty bots, no, nga wherein ang sa kitty bots kay naman ko internet here, ang kitty bots wherein they make use of robots to give food to you or to deliver your basic amenities like towels or water. Nakita nga video pod ato katong mo kan siya, mangayo siya og sorry or excuse me kay moagi siya, excuse me, sa Japan na apod na. So kung i-search siya kitty bot sa kuan na siya sa Korea, and then ginagamit siya sa kitty bots na. Now this is a kitty bot. Katong muni siya kuyog sa katong gidiscuss sa CTU nga naapoy system that can analyze future damages baron in order for the manager to prevent that kind of damage like energy usage or percentage sa water usage, or for example maka-identify siya if ang kaninga room kay kanang muna no dili na okay ang lights or na need kuan. Pinaka-simple way of also preventing further damage is through inventory. Like, kato kong i-mention, like for example, mag-inventory ko sa bagong furniture, ipasulod na ko sa room. Butang ko dira, kada saan ako gi-purchase. I-purchase ako ni siya 2019. If ang iyahang shelf life or the product span, I don't know how to call it, but we call it like shelf life, or ang iyahang maragkoan niya, for example, is quota ba siya 15 or 18 years, automatically the system will then tell you, okay, lapas na sa 18 years ang furniture nimo, you need to replace it, things like that, no? Most especially if it's machine that can be used every day, no, like photocopiers, no, like sa offices pa lang gani daan, if dugay gani, syempre kuan na pod, slow down na pod siya, so need na pod siya i-replace. So systems like that can also detect like when to replace para it can help with the productivity, and then dili siya mas mo kuan pa jud ang further damage if mo gamit tag karaan kaayo nga kuan, diba? So that's also how system works, no? They make use of inventory wherein makabalo sila if kaning item lapas na siya siyang shelf life, kinahanglan na siya i-replace so that we can avoid further damage. And this is an example of a kitty bot. So they can take your trash or deliver your like bottles or amenities to you. This is used in Korea. Nadyo kayo nisyo katawa ko kay na video nga mga sorry. Other hotels use this, not just Korea. So yung anino, di kayo maklaro. This one. Put your food there and then I'm so sorry. Okay. Kung dili sila kaagi. Public service bots. Naampo to sa USA katong sila mersyag ka ng four-legged nga dog, pero naa siya mersyag ka ng mura siya kung sa tawagan na, mura siya as food rider good ba, pero instead of people, but there are robots dyan, no? Uso na po ng drone delivery, no? Pero, kuan, not as sophisticated as the KT bots that can do this. Uy, nakitaan nga, nag-comment. Oh, si Jollybot. Oh, si Jollybot og kanang kuan, no, kanang conveyor belt dito siya no, ano yung convertible belt. Oh, so mga ana, no, mga robots. So si Korea ni gakuan sa unang design, and then other hotels now will do this. And then naay hotel sa Chicago nga mas bigger than the KT bot. Mukuan siya og luggage. Modela siya luggage, no? So, ang nakasetback lang ana, which I will also discuss later on, is that it can replace jobs. It can replace people. Because robots do not get tired. Although, na times kung ma-drain sila, they can be replaced, di ba? Dili sila reklamador, like ask for additional wages because they're robots. Not unless if they will go sentient. More na yung pinakakuyaw, no? May tag sentient ganina na sila yung own nga consciousness, they think like people na, muna yung kuyaw, no? Kung sentient na ang robot. But, robots don't get tired like people do, or, although ma-drain man siya, kung ilisa naman siya po, no? And then, dili sa reklamador, if na ipabuhat, so syempre, it's programmed to do things. Not as if it's sentient, like what I've said, no? And, syempre, kuan, you don't have to pay for it. Di kang bayad salary, no? Kay palit ramang ka na. That's your property na. That's the property of the establishment. So, maintenance na jud ang paraan nga kind of robot, but you're not really going to, no, pay for its salary and all. More na nakasetback. Na syempre, kay it became so popular with the height of the pandemic. In the height of the pandemic, sorry. So, MIS would allow for developing scenarios on the socio-economic and environmental impacts of planning for tourism facilities at determined locations. If you could also remember katong mga previous MIS, no, like the katong decision-making nga system wherein they can predict what will happen if you do this kind of decision or you do this kind of decision. They make predictions. And then, you can also, with these predictions, although not 100% accurate, this can really help you, or this can guide you, no, on what kind of decisions that you will make. Because there are predictions if you go this path, or you go this kind of decision, what will happen. No, mo po na, that's how other MIS works. No? Not just with inventory. So, let us now proceed to the role of MIS in tourism. So, we have organization-wide information, decision-making process, managerial control analysis, and computer-based system. So, for organization-wide information, it provides overall organization-wide information. It ensures updated and strategically important information in the form of data and reports. I think this was already mentioned in the report of Ivy's group, no? But we talk about organization-wide information. It would be easy for the managers on the top management to make decisions because they can easily get reports from each department, like the marketing department, the F&B, the front office, the housekeeping department, because you can retrieve data and report from the MIS. No, person na, diri sa school, no? Simple example lang diri sa school. Mukuan si sister sa kaniabing nga student. Niya, ay, namin siya yung mga concerns ma'am. Lang taon din iyang grades, iyang accounts, no? Pila nilang iyang balance sa school. Kananay yung mga concerns niya. For example, grabe lang po na in how we decide for the student, no nga. Ay, hala, bitaw, no? Kay kaning estudyante, walay sulod-sulod, no? Based on the system. Walay grades. Dako pa po kayo siya og balance sa school, so wala na guro siya ga-visit sa school. O attendance system dito sa guardhouse, no? Karon naman nagikuan kay summer naman, pero balik ko na po na ini ka every klase. So things like that, no? Very simple things, information like that can help with the decision on how we proceed or move forward, no? So yung not only that, but especially for hotels, no? In hotels, they know if there is something wrong if they're not generating income already. Kay makita man na sa number of check-in no, or mga mga guest arrivals, or mag-tourist, no, but not guest arrivals, but yung mga check-in, um, room occupancy, sorry, that's room occupancy from the front office and housekeeping reports, and then income from the F&B, kaya syempre lantaon pod if their restaurant is earning income, if nabay kaon dito nga mga guests, no, and then also with the marketing team, the accounting, no, makita dira uy gamay ra kayong kuan, daghang kita gipagawas nga kwarta because of marketing reasons, no, or for upkeeping of the hotel, pero ang kapasod nga kwarta gamay ra, so there must be something wrong, etc., etc. So moon na, okay, so that can also help, no, in decision making because all of the reports are already available in the MIS. So second is decision making process. So the output of MIS is available in the forms of reports which can be used extensively in the decision making business. So what I've said, since available and reports can help with the decision making. Managerial control and analysis, better formulated, integrated, and centrally consolidated data and information provides a manager with an insight regarding the overall managerial process of the organization. And next, it helps the manager to control over their activities and process. And the next one is computer-based system. So, kaning managerial just similar to the decision-making process because there are available data and reports. For the computer-based system, it provides swift and effective services to its customers, real-time information provided. Okay, so just like in the GDS or the CRS, anything that you put out in the third-person website or with a tour and travel agency, it is in real time. We already know that these are the available rooms, available room rates for these consecutive dates nga gusto ninyo i-book because naghatag mag real-time information ang hotel through the CRS, through GDS, no? And because of the system itself. So, di na ka magsigi og kan pa nga, moro guro Japon ang room rate. Uy, kay pag last time, agto na ko dito, mao man ni ang price, mao jud siguro karon. Dili ka na ang sa hospitality industry class ha. The hotel room rates may vary depending on season, depending on promos. So, naay time nga it's cheaper, naay time nga it's very expensive. So, it's not like products that you buy sa market, no, or sa grocery nga fixed na jud na siya, or kung sa tindahan magana sila ginakuan pod, no, na sila ginansya pod ana, pero it's not like that nga fixed na jud siya. It varies, no, sa ato ang industry or services room rates na to, service rate vary depending on season. So impact of MIS in tourism. So tourism industry has revolutionized their travel plans and strategies with the help of information technologies. It can provide excellent customer services because everything is convenient na, dali na kayo na to malihok tanan, no, because of MIS, and it plays an important role in achieving economic growth by garnering economic means of customer to travel. And we can reach out even to other places, far-flung places, because we have the management information system or we let them know what our room rates are or sa mga available rooms, no. Syempre, kung ikaw nga tagalayo, you don't have any idea at all, no, about the different accommodations in Cebu or in Iloilo or in Bacolod. You have to look it up online, and with systems like that can help provide you with real-time information, you can easily compare and see, no, asa diri, and then makakuan ka, okay, karpo ka kuan ani nga hotel na diing ani sa Bacolod or naing ani sa Iloilo. Okay, so it's also easier for you to reach out, no, and inform your consumers about information about your hotel, no, or about your establishment. So the development and contribution of air travel as a means of transporting tourism to different locations is an important contribution of MIS to the tourism industry. So again, with the help of GDS, dili na kay ka makabook po ng flights, no, because you already know which are the available, if may available seats ani nga flight, ani nga time, and then unsay mga available nga airlines, pila ang ilahang rate, no, sa or fees sa ilahang plane tickets. Oh, and then, because it's of the real-time inventory. And then significant development of low-cost carriers. The customer can view and choose various travel and tourism options. And people can book tour packages and other related services in online. So it's easier on their part. No need to actually go out. You can even book just at home. No? As long as you have card or unsa. So, here are some of the advantages of MIS in tourism. Although we already established the advantages and disadvantages of MIS in general, so here are the advantages of this and disadvantages of MIS in our industry. So, the first one is to increase access to information, increase ability to research competitors, and greater exposure to potential customers. So, again, you don't have to go to the next establishment for benchmarking if you are, for example, you are in the industry, hotel ka, kabalo na ka kung unsay prices sa imong competitor because you can see that online. And then, again, there's great exposure to potential customers because with just one search, you can be seen na online, makita na ka sa imong potential customers through different platforms like Trivago, Booking.com, or even Google if you have your own website sa hotel. Then timely information exchanges. It helps to eliminate the delays and ineffectiveness in handling of customers as an updated report is available regarding the taste preference of the customers. And what is nice about a system is that, or any system that is used in hotels, is that they also have feedbacking. So you also will know if you're doing well or if there are any issues in your services in the hotel because there is also feedbacking as part of the feature in the MIS. Or even gani sa kung wala mo kung wala mo gagamit sa inyong website, pwede mo sa websites like other third-party websites like TripAdvisor. Ang mga functioning and good hotels should kana yung mga high-end hotels, they make use of TripAdvisor to evaluate their performance as a hotel. So usually kita when we receive feedbacks and criticisms online, sometimes it's quite painful for us to read, although wala mong guta kabalo kung sa lantaw sa ubang tao sa ato but in other hotels, it is their practice nga every day as part of their orientation. This is a practice sa Seda Hotel in Makati. One of their practices during our CGSP training, their HR mentioned nga all of the managers and even the employees, they try to read the TripAdvisor feedback sa ilahang nga hotel sa Seda so that they may be able to know asa sila dapat nag-fall short or if okay na ba ilang performance sa hotel, ilahang service sa ilahang mga guest, And then every time that they read something that is negative, they don't shut it off. They address it. They try to reach out to the guest nga may concerns through email, and they do follow through. When you do follow through, like i-follow up nimo siya always, like, ma'am, have you received katong mo ang like for example, like free of charge or coupon or something that can appease the customer that was not satisfied. Or not only that, they discuss it during orientation nga, we encountered an issue with a guest yesterday so make sure nga you avoid mo ni mauna so that di siya mausab or it will not happen again. So nga they do that. So it's easier because they read everything in TripAdvisor. Okay, mo na ilahang culture. And that's how you will be updated with the taste and preference of the customers once it is there in the feedback. Mawita ng uban, every time like katong sa Bacolod na ay about Airbnb ba to siya? They are connected with TripAdvisor. So before mo check out mo inform din siya nga, please give your feedback sa TripAdvisor. So your feedback matters to us, and that is really important. That is why we do evaluations with faculty every end of the year so that we know We know where to improve, no, because mo na dili man to ma-assure nga perfect jud ang service each and every ko ano. We need that for feedbacking always. So helps with strategic planning, management control, operational control, and transaction processing by providing with appropriate reports and information. What are the disadvantages? So the disadvantages of MIS is that it's a new technique. It's high-tech communication, may bring cultural setback, most especially to traditional employees who are not used to technology or using MIS. So you have to really train them, and training them is expensive. The system itself is expensive, no, and it is a degradation to preserve communities who are more into traditional practices. So the best thing to do with that is that you introduce the system slowly, and then once mahimo, no, our world is constantly changing, and they have to keep up with the trends. No, they have to keep up with innovation, with technological advances. So best thing to do is just to introduce it slowly, train them, really instill awareness why this is really important, no. And then loss of privacy, and this is true because you record every information from your customers, from your clients, to help you with, not only with inventory, but at least in the future when they come back, you know already the details of your client. Or it's one way of you for keeping records of your clients, for you to provide like contact baron nga unay mga discounts, mga contact ra dayon kanila and all, or promos, no, sa inyo nga hotel. And then job elimination. So with MIS, since syempre, no, in MIS manggod nga it can help things or day-to-day operations far more easier, no, ang transactions smoother. So usually people who are doing like inventory or transactions nga traditionally lang, no, tagduha or tulo ka tawo mahimo na lang sa usa ka tawo because of the MIS, and that could also be one of the disadvantages, no. With technology, it can really eliminate opportunities for people to work. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Jud, in as a whole, no. Wa mo tay mahimo because we really have to innovate, no. Really have to keep in have to be with the trend, have to stay relevant with the trends of technological advancements. Other than that, no, pagana pong mga AI, no, artificial intelligence, which is quite scary for jobs in marketing, or for example in writing, no, kay usually in artificial intelligence manggod you don't have to pay for them. You don't get tired, and then di man sila maka writer's block. Many sa mga concerns manggod once I read some articles on artificial intelligence. It is good because it can help make your work far more faster, na instead of like coming up with like a caption or coming up with this and that, immediately you can just go through an AI, ask them about it, and ask them about it, and then they can give you answers with just 5 seconds, no, dali ra kaayo ang artificial intelligence. Pero for people who are like writing articles or mag-write sila book, script writers ba sila ron, or marketing specialist, although need ra putag marketing specialist no nga di makaya sa AI, but with that manggod kay ang tao manggod maka-feel siya writer's block, no. Sometimes muna no usahay di na siya kaw na nagtarong maptan pagpila ka semana for him to write an article. But with an AI, they don't experience fatigue, writer's block at all, no. Immediately with just one click of a button, everything is there, no, dali ra kaayo, instead of waiting for weeks for an article, in just 5 seconds na anatanan. It's convenient on the part for other businesses, but on the part of people, no, sometimes it's scary because that means that they could lose their job. That means that kuan pod possible that they'll be replaced, no? So mo lang po na siya ang nakasetback sa AI and even technology, because used to be 2 or 3 or 5 people will do this, and then himo nilag usa kay makaya ra niya because naman dra po yung system, diba? That is also one of the disadvantages of MIS. Pero syempre, no, bottom line is, no, employers have to keep in mind that you still need people for that personal touch. Maski na ay mga technology like robots or AI, they lack that personal touch that people have. People have this personal touch, we have empathy, we can really feel for our guests or our clients compared to AI that doesn't have any feelings at all. Not unless if they're sentient, ha? If they're not, thankfully they're not sentient man yet. Pero, syempre, AI or technology lacks that personal touch. Like, thank you, or ma'am, I hope you have a great day, or ma'am, is there anything that you need, the things like that, no, and which some of the clients really want that nga dili siya mahatag sa technology or artificial intelligence, no, hospitality, the warmth, no, the empathy, no, so yung ana. So even in writing, no, even in writing stories, galak siya og like koan, no, galak siya og marag real emotions jud if walay koan, if it's not coming from an actual person. So anyway, that is it for my discussion on applied business tools, part 2.